Hey guys, welcome to episode 5 of Live in the Triangle, where I interview the creatives and entrepreneurs in the Triangle making a positive impact in our local community. This week I have Regina Twine of the Apparent Corporation, which is fine and dandy, but we're not here to talk about the Apparent Corporation. Regina is actually the team organizer for Movember ODU, the local Movember branch here in the Triangle. And being one of the first, to me at least, organizations that I heard of when I moved to the Triangle, I thought we'd sit down and have a conversation, find out a little bit about Movember and what exactly is it all about. So saying that, thank you again, Regina, for taking some time this afternoon being with us, and maybe you can tell those at home a little bit about what Movember is.
Absolutely. So Movember is a global foundation that focuses on men's health. Particularly, they focus on cancer awareness and prevention and research, mostly research. They focus on testicular cancer, prostate cancer, and mental health. Those are the big three tiers for them. And Movember is also all about having fun. You just grow a mustache to start a fun conversation about, why is this weird looking thing on your face? And you can kind of start the conversation from there about how important it is for men's health and how easily you can start, one person can tell another person about, getting checked out and things like that.
Okay, so, saying that, what is the actual story about Movember? I think all of us do know to an extent. It is that, organizational movement where we all grow mustaches throughout the month of November, but, how did it get started?
Absolutely. I believe it got started in Australia by just some guys hanging around who really wanted to do something. They saw that things in their little circles were coming up, like men's health, and people weren't getting checked out and things, and they wanted to kind of have a group where people felt safe to talk about the things that they were going through.
When they checked out, I do want to clarify right quick for those watching at home. We are talking particularly about colon cancer, correct?
Colon and prostate cancer, and really also, again, with the focus on mental health, or just period going to the doctor. That's really big on, making sure your overall health is okay.
Okay, so now that we kind of have a little bull's eye view of what Movember is, let's talk about Movember ODU, which is our local Triangle branch, which you got involved in. How exactly did Movember ODU get started here in the Triangle? Maybe, you don't have to go all the way back, but maybe how did you first find out about it?
I first found out about it, like we hear all new ideas through Twitter. There were a few people in my timeline who were taking pictures of these horrible mustaches that were happening. And I was like, what's this? I wanted to know a little bit more about why these people would start growing facial hair. And I did some research and found out they were growing them for men's health. And it hit me kind of hard because at that same time, my father was going through a struggle with cancer. And so I was like, well, these two things in my life, relate to this pretty fun-sounding foundation, and people that I know who are already participating, so I want to participate too. And yes, the question is, I'm a girl, of course I can't grow facial hair, so I wore fake mustaches for 30 days in support of men's health. And then from there, we kind of took up the charge and started trying to make the teams bigger and better. And this year we've got a really cool team that is trying to kind of be an overseer of cool events in the Triangle that support Movember.
So you mentioned, definitely getting people involved with Movember, but how exactly do people get involved with Movember? Is it just something they sign up for? I know I've been a part of Movember. You go to Movember.com, create a page, but maybe you can go into a little bit more detail for, again, those watching at home who aren't familiar with Movember.
Sure, absolutely. As you said, you can go to Movember.com and sign up, and you can sign up as an individual or like you and I have, sign up as a team, and you can kind of start recruiting people around you, your friends, your coworkers, to help you raise money, and all the money donated goes to men's health organizations with a focus a focus in the United States with like the Live Strong Foundation and the Prostate Cancer Research Foundation, and a global foundation that works to kind of do more research for men's health. But yeah, you start there, and then tell your friend why you're growing your mustache, and because they're gonna look at you funny, especially if you're someone like Cole, and it's gonna take a little while to grow in. And you just kind of start having conversation and letting them know why you're doing it and why you're supporting.
So you just go to Movember.com or Movember.com, correct, to create a page?
Yep, you can create a page right on Movember.com /join, I believe. Or you can check out our team website and join our Team RDU team, which we'd love to have you. And you can join us at, I think the URL is moteam.co/team dash Movember, or RDU, Team RDU. Yeah, we'll give the real plug at the end. But yeah, you can join a team like us, or start your own in your workplace.
Okay, so we're talking about Movember ODU. What kind of things do we have going on this year for Movember ODU?
This year, I'm super excited. We are introducing something really fun and hopefully really cool that everyone will appreciate. It's called the Traveling Stash. It's going to be a mustache that's going to travel around the triangle, but it's going to travel because people are going to come steal it. You're going to steal it and take pictures with it. It's about a big mustache that we're going to write funny quotes on and things like that. And you can steal it from around the triangle, and there'll be like a fun little Instagram contest with that as well. So I think that's going to be a really big part of what is going to go through Movember, as well as what I'm really looking forward to and helping plan is our Stash Bash, which is actually at the end of Movember. It'll be December 7th. It's a huge party. Free beer, free wine, dancing with an awesome cover band that's happening.
Regina.
Say what?
You had me at free beer and wine, so.
Absolutely. So that is that's going to be a great event. It will be a ticketed event, so you will need to see a Team RDU member to purchase tickets. But if you've raised money throughout the month, there's going to be certain levels that if you've raised up to a certain level, you'll get a free ticket. So that just to kind of encourage you to continue to work hard and ask your friends to help you fundraise. So that'll happen, and that's going to be great. There's going to be a silent auction. There's going to be some really good drinks and just a lot of fun. It'll be a great environment to talk about men's health and to not talk about men's health and just talk about how awesome we are here in the Triangle.
Yeah, well, definitely awesome here in the Triangle. So I had Miss Activate Good last week.
Amber.
Yeah, and so one thing we actually talked about was participation in volunteer groups here in the Triangle, which I was surprised to find out. I think she said 50 cities all size, we rank in the bottom 10 for volunteerism. What kind of struggles have you seen doing a nonprofit event? Is there anything that you wish that could have gone better, maybe in the past, or going on right now?
I think we all wish there was more than 24 hours in a day. especially for us young professionals. We were just like always busy between trying to go to networking events for work, and trying to, live an active social life and work full time. There are just sometimes not enough hours in the day to get everything done, and to, support your community. I think one of the good things about Movember is that it's something that it's kind of passive. You're just growing a mustache on your face. It is the start of it. So you don't have to commit a lot of hours. But I think we could definitely see more people step up and kind of start their own team, if the awareness spreads.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the part that most people forget, how easy it is just to go to Movember.com and, you can definitely create a team even under Movember. That's correct, right?
Yeah, you can create a team under us, under Team RDU. We have a network for Raleigh Durham, and so you could be a team of one. You could be a one-man wolf pack if you'd like, and it's just super super simple. And our top ways to fundraise, we say in our group, is to just ask your friends, and that takes a tweet, an email, a Facebook status. I know personally between you and I, we had a mini competition, just in asking our friends, to get us to the first person to $200, and we did that. So it's super simple.
So saying that, what exactly, would you say Movember DU, the local branch, needs the most? I would imagine sponsorship right now.
Absolutely. We need businesses to help sponsor, not only our event, but to also kind of come in and, want to donate proceeds, or have a Movember night or a gathering. Even if a local bar would, step up and, say, hey, all people with mustaches get a free beer, something like that. That would definitely help. But as the struggle with most nonprofits, money is always going to be the number one thing.
Yeah. And for those, again, watching at home, I will say, I didn't mention before I started this, but I am a member of the board with Regina. And, if you do own a business, or, maybe just know someone, just, simply shoot a text message, or maybe, go visit our Facebook page. Different organizations can get involved in a different way. Regina went through a few of them right there. Bavelo, actually, which is a national retailer of women's clothing, actually is donating money to us as well. We've reached out to the Hurricanes, but even if you're a small organization, you can get involved in just like posting about us on a Facebook page.
Yeah, posting about us on your Facebook page, talking about us on Twitter, retweeting our Friday Facts that are going to start in November. That's going to be really, really good, because you never know who's going to see this, not only from a sponsorship standpoint, but also from, maybe someone is struggling with deciding if they need to go to the doctor or something like that. Maybe by seeing your tweet, or seeing, this business's Facebook status about how they support Movember, it'll encourage them to get over the hump and make a doctor's appointment.
Yeah, definitely. That's one thing I will say that I think is different from this year and even years past of Movember. Even before I was on board, in the time I was watching silently, like you, via Twitter, I think we definitely have a stronger health, movement involved this year compared to previous years.
Absolutely, and I know that our board is definitely trying to make sure that we get out as much, information regarding, that the facts that men, not only do men of an older age need to get checked out, but testicular problems and things like that can happen to younger guys as well. So that's something we're also trying to push and make sure that people know.
Awesome. What about at the 15-minute mark, where I like to keep these? So I guess my question for you would be, where do you want to send people to get involved with Movember, Regina?
You can start. I would say the best way to do is reach out to me. I'm at Regina Twine on Twitter, and you can find me on Facebook and LinkedIn as well. And then you could also stop by our Movember website, which is movemberteamrdu.com, I believe. Let me double check that for you. Yep, movemberteamrdu.com. That'll give you a ton of information on how to join, how to get started, who we are here in the Triangle, as well as our sponsorship packages, and where you'll find all of our posts for the traveling mustache as well.
Awesome. And as always, guys, my name is Cole Watts. You can find me on Twitter at Cole_Watts. I hope you enjoyed this program. In the meantime, I ask you to stay awesome and stay connected. Thank you.
And happy birthday, Cole.